first, we do have to look at the agenda because there's an adjustment to be made. We are just going to be rescheduling that public hearing on 4. So that'll be a rescheduling of that public hearing on 4. We're gonna move it back to make sure that all the proper notices are given out and we have more time to look over it ourselves just in case there is any T's to cross and I's to dot. Okay?
Are we doing it first meeting or second meeting?
Well, we'll talk about that when we get down to it.
Later, okay.
Rock and roll, all right? So with that amendment to the agenda, do I have a motion to approve the agenda we have before us?
So moved.
So moved. Second.
Second, Councilman. All those in favor?
Aye.
We have ourselves a fantastic agenda. Business items, budget amendment number 8.
Good afternoon, council and mayor. Before you is budget amendment number 8, which is the final budget amendment for this current fiscal year. It is coming to you right before the close, which is June 30th, to give you the most accurate numbers we can. Final budget amendment comes with closeout, getting those final numbers for each line item and then balancing it pretty much to get your revenues and expenses out to 0 for the fiscal year. And that's what you'll see before you, where you see increases and decreases in order to balance the budget in each department. This is to give you the most accurate number we could before June 30th. Obviously, we're still conducting business between today and June 30th. There will be some final numbers to give you in August. However, this is as close as we can get it to you so you are up to date and can approve that final budget amendment.
Yes, and just to make folks aware of how that works as far as what we're looking at, these are very basic transactional functions that we're looking at in this budget amendment. Nothing of any surprise except for daily business that needs to be closed up before the end of the year so that all of the accurate reporting can be done to our beautiful state of North Carolina. All right, do I have a motion to approve budget amendment number 8?
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Is that a nay?
Aye.
Was that aye?
Aye.
Aye. So we've got unanimously approving budget amendment number 8 as we close out our fiscal year. And then next, we gotta talk a little bit about wayfinding.
Good afternoon, council. We've been talking about wayfinding for about 3 years now.
Long.
Sir?
We've been talking about.
Longer, but actually been moving forward. I think the original signs went up, 2 years ago, so.
Yes.
I'm calling this version, update 2/3, I guess you say. The Alexis did a good job finding how much we could spend, of our reserve funds. And we took that budget and looked at priorities, and we can get about 1.5 of the entire project done, this year. So what we're looking at is to relocate the North Pollock sign to the 100 block of North Pollock. That sign continued to get hit over and over and over and over again. It was just a bad position to start with. And that'll also be refaced. One thing I learned through this process is we can't advertise a business. We can't say the route, we can say entertainment. And how that got through DOT's approval, I'm not sure. We can't say from the ashes, but we can say dining. So,
We can't even say Selma Civic Center.
that's right, we won't even say that would be, meeting, gathering, type thing, so we'll be refacing some of those. We're looking at a new small, gateway sign at the corner of Rayford and White Hill, what most of us call Sutter's Auto Parts, or the red and white, parking lot. That'll be the exact same sign we have, it's just on a slower street, they shrink a little bit, so, that looks really good. We're looking at a new gateway sign, I am so sorry, they should say wayfinding, not gateway.
At Ricks Road in South Pollock?
And the new small gateway sign at Redford Royal, I'm sorry, that was my fault.
Okay. So
You can
just-
proofread 3 times and you'll still mess it up.
Yeah, those are wayfinding.
They are
signs.
wayfinding signs.
Okay.
So new wayfinding sign at Ricks and South Pollock, 3 new wayfinding signs at 70 and 78. And basically that is the Eastfield entrance. When you're there or when you're leaving, how can we get you to downtown? Reface some signs that were in, advertising exact locations, in businesses at 70 and Ricks in that area. There's 3 signs right there. A gateway sign, which I did write that one right, at exit 98. When you get off, when you come to the bottom of that exit ramp, you'll be looking at our gateway sign, our beautiful gateway sign. And, then a gateway sign at South Pollock entering town. And then the vinyl that is down on Reed's Print Shop right here at Anderson, redoing that vinyl. Dalton, can you get the next slide? This is some cool dude made this, that wasn't me, made this map. And we zoomed it in a little bit, and I know it's kind of hard to see, but your orange circles are what we said were first priority. And we're gonna be able to get through all of first and a little bit of second priority. So we probably got about 2 more years to finish this project. I say, we gotta build reserves back up. So that's where we're at.
Bear in mind, I think mentioning finishing the project, particularly when it comes to areas like Buffalo Road, there's significant work that will be done to Buffalo Road before we can upgrade signage.
And I think those really are probably the most important ones that you can anyway. Those should be the first priority ones anyway.
I think staff and with, is it ACSM?
ACSM and NDOT.
They kind of looked at the areas that would be most advantageous based on what we recognize.
What you're looking at now is the entire plan and not piecemeal. To start, we were looking, what can we do for, this amount of money? We're looking now at the entire plan. We'll know when we got a dollar where we spend a dollar.
Do we have any questions about wayfinding? Gateway signage?
Cool deal.
Let's rock and roll.
Thank y'all.
Good job.
I do want to add, just for transparency, not fear that we are depleting our general fund reserve for this project. We are not. When we say reserve balance, we're talking about our tourism dollars that has been saved years and years that we are finally able to use, just so you all know.
Very cool. Tourism dollars at work.
Yes.
Anybody ask you what the Johnson County Visitors Bureau does, tell them about those tourism dollars. All right. Public hearings and appeals, we are going to reschedule that hearing related to, what chapter is that, 12?
Mayor, I apologize. Do we need a motion to approve that wayfinding project? It would probably be better for the record.
No, because I don't want us locked into it until we get going. We need to actually look at some signage and make sure we have some eyes on some more details. This is the first step. Maybe next month through August, we have some deeper conversation, but I don't think a motion is necessary. Chapter 12. We need to reschedule that public hearing, again, to cross the T's and dot the I's. For, what date is that in August?
That will be August 12th, 2025 at 6 p.m. in the Selma Jernigan building.
August 12th, 2025 at 6 p.m. in this Jernigan building. That will be council meeting 2 for the Selma Town Council. So we're just scheduled that, all right? Everybody good there? All right. And once a year over the last 3 years, I have given a state of the town address to just kind of give everybody an overview of where we've come from and where we are. And this year, we're doing a little different, doing it as part of a public meeting, make sure we have it on the record that this is happening. And then what we'll do is we'll actually make a video with this state of the town address as well. It'll have, your images of the town, some viewing of things that are actually happening in real time here, and have this narrative with it as well. So, after a sip of water, the state of the town address for 2025. The town of Selma has changed. We are realizing the vision laid out by the Selma Town Council in early 2023 as we move into uncharted territory in Johnston County. Our community is getting better every year, and we are not looking back. The standards for our community have gone up. Raising the bar requires effort from every stakeholder, town staff, residents, and business owners alike to maintain a vibrant and thriving community. An improved culture and high expectations have taken our Selma operations to a higher level. With success comes increased and welcomed attention. To Selma, North Carolina, as we become a center of commerce and industry. Our focus now is on maintaining a rural life and urban amenity balance rarely achieved in growing communities. I am honored to report this to you. The town of Selma is flourishing. Selma is ready and able to face the challenges of growth while not only meeting, but exceeding the needs of our taxpayers. We have built a culture of excellence. Our vision: the town of Selma pursues a first-class quality of life by being an innovative, proactive, and inviting community that is building on our tradition as a transportation crossroads and railroad town. Approaching our vision would not be possible without the support of our United States congressional representatives, our North Carolina General Assembly representatives, and our Johnston County commissioners. Former Congressman Wiley Nickel gave our Selma Police Department significant support through federal funding to vastly improve our safety operations. Our county has provided significant infrastructure and technical support as we work to grow into a central commercial and industrial hub of our region. The North Carolina State General Assembly, Senator Benton Sawray and Representative Larry Strickland, really moved the needle for the town of Selma by providing community-changing investment from the state of North Carolina. As we work with our community partners and neighbors, we will continue to make the best of those investments to maintain a community that all who visit and all who stay can enjoy. The financial report from our federal and state stakeholders reminds us of our obligation to make financial responsibility a top priority in the town of Selma. Over the last 4.5 fiscal years, we have made significant strides to improve our town's financial health. Our town regularly spent more money than it took in from FY16 to FY19. Between FY19 and FY24, the town of Selma's general fund balance has increased by $2.8 million. Our fund balance continues to increase every year since 2019. An even more important financial indicator is our town of Selma net position. The net position of a government is a statement of assets and liabilities that shows the financial health of a community at a specific point in time over a period of time. From FY15 to FY19, our net position in dollars decreased steadily from $19.2 million to $13 million. From FY19 to FY24, our net position increased from $13 million to approximately $36 million. That is a $23 million increase in net position over 5 fiscal years. This result shows the town of Selma finance operations' continued commitment to financial stewardship. Our financial well-being is critical to meet the challenges and opportunities that will continue to arrive in our community. We are all clearly witnessing the regeneration and expansion of Selma, North Carolina. Town services must develop and improve constantly to keep up with an ever-changing environment. The new reality at exit 97, exit 98 on I-95, and exit 333 and exit 334 on I-42 includes a revitalized historic downtown offering authentic and new businesses, burgeoning shopping locations along US 301, an ever-improving US 70 outlet center drive corridor, restored and new homes throughout our neighborhoods, and a first-of-its-kind shopping in Johnston County called Eastville. To support the awesome steadily coming to this community, we still have a significant amount of infrastructure work to do. The expansion of our water system is underway. The The repair of our sewer system is happening as I speak. We are taking steps to manage one of our toughest challenges, town road repair, almost daily. We continue significant road work this year with our water, sewer, and stormwater pipe improvement. We must continue to upgrade our aging road system going forward beyond what Powell bill funding provides the town of Selma. Overcoming smaller operational challenges like timely paper utility billing are just as important to our well-being. To support the awesome steadily coming to this community, our operations must be amazing. Our government must be agile and responsive to navigate this new environment. Our public services, including water, sewer, public works, and electric, are becoming more reliable and more efficient every day. We have a sanitation operation that makes it so you can almost now set your watch to your trash pickup. We still have the greatest fire department in Johnston County, and I am willing to put our folks up against any fire department. Parks and Recreation is planning and executing bigger, better, and more events each year, while giving our folks, young, old, and in between, opportunities to stay active all year. Code enforcement is really happening in the town of Selma. I know it is happening because I hear quite a bit from those who have been fined for code enforcement violations. You can see cleaner streets and cleaner properties because of the combined efforts of our town departments. As we improve our facilities and procedures for all of these operations, we will continue to see a more polished performance from our town staff. I must highlight our Selma Police Department in the talk about our impressive staff. To feel safe in one's own town, own neighborhood, own home is paramount. It is a luxury that not every community is afforded, and it is one that we can never again take for granted. Our investment in improved police equipment and a take-home car program for our officers is paying off. While our police call volume has gone up, our overall sense of peace and safety throughout this community has increased as well. Of course, our financial investment is a small piece of the success pie when compared to the effort our Selma Police Department has put into increased patrol and enforcement. Beyond that, we have a police department that cares. Passing out ice pops to kids around Selma on a hot day. Venturing into Smithfield to unlock a car with the keys locked inside for a Selma resident. Following up on criminals that have negatively affected our citizens to give some peace of mind are not things that the average police department does. One of our police officers took it upon himself to push a wheelchair-bound resident carrying groceries for several blocks from the store to their home in this year's summer heat. That is top-notch care in the community. We are serious in Selma, North Carolina. Safety comes first, and we will invest in our safety. With our endeavors in safety, infrastructure, and culture, we have gone beyond the improving stage. We are now excelling in the town of Selma. Our community is on a mission. Our mission? The town of Selma strives to provide an outstanding small town experience, coupled with the amenities of an economic hub for industry, technology, and commerce by delivering exceptional services to our citizens and community stakeholders. Achieving that mission is creating an atmosphere that will drive the economic engine of Selma, North Carolina to new heights. The energy and excitement at the crossroads of tradition and innovation right now is undeniable. We must stay on this hard road of success. We are realizing our unlimited potential. The town of Selma is flourishing. Let's keep going. Thank you all. Thank you, council, for your support. Thank you, staff, for the hard work. Thank you, citizens, for all that you do to maintain a beautiful community. God bless Selma, North Carolina, Johnston County, the state of North Carolina, and the United States of America. Thank you. With that, do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
20.
20.